വെൽക്കം ടു കാർപ്പഡേറ്റിൻ്റെ മറ്റൊരു വീഡിയോ സെഷനിലേക്ക് സ്വാഗതം. ഇന്ന് നമ്മൾ NVHSC ഹിസ്റ്ററി അതുപോലെ HSST ഹിസ്റ്ററി ടീച്ചർ ജോലിയുടെ മോഡൽ എക്സാം പേപ്പറാണ് ഇവിടെ ഡിസ്കസ് ചെയ്യാൻ പോകുന്നത്. ആദ്യമായിട്ട് നിങ്ങൾ ഒരു പെന്നും പേപ്പറും എടുത്ത് റെഡിയായിരിക്കുക. ഈ ക്വസ്റ്റ്യൻ 100 ചോദ്യങ്ങളടങ്ങിയ ഈ ക്വസ്റ്റ്യൻസ് ചെയ്ത് കഴിഞ്ഞ് നിങ്ങൾക്ക് എത്ര മാർക്ക് കിട്ടുന്നുണ്ടെന്ന് നിങ്ങൾക്ക് അനലൈസ് ചെയ്യാൻ അതിലൂടെ സാധിക്കും. ആൻസർ കീ പിന്നീട് പബ്ലിഷ് ചെയ്യുന്നതായിരിക്കും. നമുക്ക് ചോദ്യത്തിലേക്ക് പോവാം. ആദ്യത്തെ ചോദ്യം 100 മാർക്കിനാണ്. ഈ ചോദ്യം PSC മോഡലിലാണ് തയ്യാറാക്കിയിട്ടുള്ളത്. ഒന്നാമത്തെ ചോദ്യത്തിലേക്ക് പോവാം. Who is often regarded as the father of modern history? മോഡേൺ ഹിസ്റ്ററിയുടെ പിതാവ് എന്നറിയപ്പെടുന്നത് ആരാണ്? ഓപ്ഷൻസ്: ഹെറോഡോട്ടസ്, തുസിഡൈഡ്സ്, ഇബ്നു ഖൽദൻ, ലിയോപോൾഡ് വോൺ റാങ്ക്. സ്പീഡ് കൂടുതലാണെങ്കിൽ നിങ്ങൾക്ക് സ്പീഡ് അഡ്ജസ്റ്റ് ചെയ്ത് കാണാവുന്നതാണ്. രണ്ടാമത്തെ ക്വസ്റ്റ്യൻ: വിച്ച് ഓഫ് ദി ഫോളോയിങ് സ്റ്റേറ്റ്മെന്റ് ബെസ്റ്റ് ഡിസ്ക്രൈബ്സ് പോസ്റ്റ് മോഡേണിസ്റ്റ് ഹിസ്റ്റോറിയോഗ്രഫി? പോസ്റ്റ് മോഡേണിസ്റ്റ് ഹിസ്റ്റോറിയോഗ്രഫിയെ ഡിസ്ക്രൈബ് ചെയ്യുന്നത് താഴെ പറയുന്നതിൽ ഏതാണ് ശരിയായിട്ടുള്ളത്? ഓപ്ഷൻ എ, ഇറ്റ് എംഫസൈസ് ഒബ്ജക്റ്റീവ് ആൻഡ് factual accounts on history. Option B, it challenges the idea of a single universal truth in history. Option C, it focuses on political and economic factors in historical analysis. Option D, it rejects the use of primary sources in historical research. ഏതാണ് ശരിയെന്ന് ടിക്ക് ചെയ്യുക. മൂന്നാമത്തെ അസർഷൻ റീസൺ ക്വസ്റ്റ്യൻ ആണ്. Assertion ഇങ്ങനെയാണ്: oral history plays a crucial role in understanding the experience and perspectives of marginalized communities. Reason: oral history allows for the inclusion of diverse voices and narratives in historical research. അതിൻ്റെ ഓപ്ഷൻസ് എന്ന് പറയുന്നത് both assertion and reason are true and the reason is the correct explanation of the assertion. Option B, both assertion and reason are true, but the reason is not the correct explanation of the assertion. Option C, the assertion is true, but the reason is false. Option D, the assertion is false, but the reason is true. ഉത്തരം കണ്ടെത്തുക. അടുത്ത നാലാമത്തെ ചോദ്യം: Which Indian historian is known for his pioneering work in the field of subaltern studies? Subaltern studies. Options are Sharma, Romila Thapar, Ranjit Guha, Bipin Chandra. ഇതിലാരാണ് സബാൾട്ടേൺ സ്റ്റഡീസുമായി ബന്ധപ്പെട്ടിരിക്കുന്നത്? അടുത്തത് അസർഷൻ റീസൺ ആണ്. അഞ്ചാമത്തെ ക്വസ്റ്റ്യൻ: The Annals School of Historiography emphasized the importance of socio-economic structures and long-term historical process. Reason: The Annals historians aimed to move beyond traditional political narratives and incorporate the diverse historical sources. നല്ലവണ്ണം വായിച്ചതിന് ശേഷം ഉത്തരം കണ്ടെത്തുക. ഓപ്ഷൻ എ, both assertion and reason are true and the reason is the correct explanation of the assertion. B, both assertion and reason are true but the reason is not the correct explanation of the assertion. Option C, the assertion is true but the reason is false. Option D, the assertion is false but the reason is true. അടുത്ത ചോദ്യത്തിലേക്ക് പോവാം. ആറാമത്തെ ചോദ്യം: The Marxist approach to historiography emphasizes the role of which factor in shaping historical developments? Marxist approach ആണ്. Options: cultural practices, religious beliefs, economic forces, political ideologies. And next question, assertion reason ആണ്. The Indian nationalist historiography during the colonial period focuses on reclaiming and documenting India's glorious past. Reason: nationalist historian aimed to counter British narratives that portrayed India civilization as inferior. വായിക്കുമ്പോൾ തന്നെ മനസ്സിലാവുന്നുണ്ടാവും. ഓപ്ഷൻ: both assertion and reason are true and the reason is the correct explanation of assertion. Option B, Both the assertion and reason are true, but the reason is not the correct explanation of the assertion. Option C, the assertion is true, but the reason is false. Option D, the assertion is false, but the reason is true. എട്ടാമത്തെ question. Who is known for his pioneering work in the field of feminist historiography? Feminist historiographer കുറിച്ചാണ്. Options: John Scott, Fernand Braudel, E.H. Carr, G.R. Elton. ഇതിലെ ആരാണ്? Next question. ഒമ്പതാമത്തെ assertion ആണ്. Subaltern historiography aims to bring marginalized and oppressed group to the forefront of historical analysis. മാർജിനൽ ഗ്രൂപ്പിനെ ഫ്രണ്ട് ലൈനിൽ കൊണ്ടുവന്നത് സബാൾട്ടൺ ഹിസ്റ്റോറിയോഗ്രഫി ആണോ എന്ന് നമുക്കറിയെങ്കിൽ അതിന് ഉത്തരം കണ്ടെത്താൻ കഴിയും. Reason: it changes dominant narratives that often exclude the experience of subaltern communities. അത്തരത്തിലുള്ള ആളുകളെ ഒരു ഡൊമിനേറ്റിംഗ് നറേറ്റീവ്സ് കൊടുക്കുന്നതിനെ മാറ്റി വരച്ചു എന്നുള്ളതാണ്. Hello options. Both the assertion and reason are true, and the reason is the correct explanation of assertion. Option B, both assertion and reason are true, but reason is not the correct explanation. The assertion is true, but the reason is false. Option D, the assertion is false, but the reason is true. അടുത്ത question, പത്താമത്തെ. Which historical approach emphasizes the importance of individual agency and the impact of exceptional individual on historical events? ഏത് ഹിസ്റ്റോറിക്കൽ അപ്രോച്ചാണ് ഇൻഡിവിജ്വൽ ഏജൻസിൻ്റെ പ്രാധാന്യം കൊടുക്കുന്നത്? Structuralism, post-structuralism, great man theory, feminist theory. Next question. Which event marked the beginning of World War II in 1939? Options: invasion of Poland, attack on Pearl Harbor, Battle of Stalingrad, D-Day invasion. 12th ചോദ്യം. Who was the leader of Soviet Union during the World War II? Joseph Stalin, Vladimir Lenin, Leon Trotsky, Mikhail Gorbachev. Next question. Which country was not a member of the Allied powers during the World War II? United States, United Kingdom, Germany, Soviet Union. 14th question. The Cold War refers to the ideological and political rivalry between which two superpowers? Options: US and Soviet Union, United States and China, United Kingdom and Germany, France and Italy. Next question, 15th. Who was the first female Prime Minister of Great Britain? Options: Margaret Thatcher, Queen Elizabeth, Angela Merkel, Indira Gandhi. Next question, 16th. The Berlin Wall, which divided East and West Germany, fell in which year? 1989, 1961, 1991, 1975. Next question. The French Revolution had a significant impact on the history of France and Europe. In which year did the French Revolution begin? Options: 1789, 1815, 1848, 1871. 18th question. Which American president is associated with the policy of containment during the Cold War? Harry S. Truman, John F. Kennedy, Richard Nixon, Ronald Reagan. Cold War മായി ബന്ധപ്പെട്ടത്. Next question. The Treaty of Versailles, signed after World War I, imposed heavy penalties on which country? Options: Germany, France, United States, Russia. 20th question. Nelson Mandela was a prominent figure in the fight against apartheid in which country? Options: South Africa, India, Brazil, Australia. Next question. The Mauryan Empire, founded by Chandragupta Maurya, was known for adopting Buddhism as a state religion, developing highly centralized administrative system, establishing a democratic form of government, promoting the use of Sanskrit language. Next question. The Gupta Empire is often referred to as the golden age of ancient India due to the reason for The empire is called as Golden Age. Its achievement in art, literature, and science, its vast territorial expansion, its promotion of Buddhism across the empire, its military conquest and powers and prowess. Next question, assertion and reason. The Harappan civilization had a well-developed urban infrastructure with advanced drainage and sanitation system. Reason, the inhabitants of Harappan cities were highly skilled in engineering and city planning. Which assertion is correct? Both are true. Both are true but not correct explanation. The assertion first is true. The reason is false. The assertion is false but the reason is true. Next, 24th question. The Bhakti movement in medieval India emphasized. What is Bhakti movement in medieval India? Ritualistic practices and temple worship, the pursuit of material and wealth, prosperity, the importance of caste-based division in society, devotion and personal connection with the divine. Next question. The Delhi Sultanate was established by whose yours from among the following? Muhammad bin Tughlaq, Alauddin Khilji, Muhammad Ghori Balb. From the following list. Next question, assertion reason. The Vijayanagara Empire was known for its patronage of art and architecture. Reason. The rulers of Vijayanagara Empire promoted the development of literature, music and dance. Both are correct and correct explanation. Both are true but not the correct explanation. The assertion is true but the reason is false. The assertion is false but the reason is true. Choose the correct option. Next, 27th. The Chola dynasty reached its zenith under the reign of Chola dynasty. Options: Rajaraja Chola, Rajendra Chola, Parantaka Chola, Kolathunga Chola. And the correct answer is, you have to find out. 28th question. The Sufi saint who played a significant role in spreading Islam in the Indian subcontinent was, or the influential Sufi leader of India, who was it? Options: Baba Farid, Moinuddin Chishti, Nizamuddin Auliya, Sheikh Salim Chishti. 29. Assertion reason. The Gupta period is considered the classical age of Indian history. Reason. It witnessed advancement in various fields including science, mathematics and literature. Next, 13th question. The Rashtrakuta dynasty, known for its architectural contribution, ruled over which region of India? Deccan, Punjab, Bengal, Rajasthan. 31st question. The Indian National Congress launched the Quit India movement in 1942, demanding immediate independence from British rule, great autonomy within the British Empire, economic reforms and social justice, religious reforms for all Indians, which is correct. Next question. Who was the last Viceroy of India? Lord Mountbatten, Lord Curzon, Lord Irwin, Lord Reading. Next question. The partition of India in 1947 led to the widespread communal violence and mass migrants. The British government mishandled the process of partition and did not anticipate the scale of violence. Both are true and correct explanation. Both are true but not correct explanation. The assertion is true but the reason is false. The assertion is false but the reason is correct. Next, 34th question. Who was the first president of India? Jawaharlal Nehru, Rajendra Prasad, Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. The Indian National Army was led by Subhash Chandra Bose, Jawaharlal Nehru, Mahatma Gandhi, Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel. Next question, 36, assertion. The Indian National Congress adopted the famous Lahore Resolution in 1940. It is not Indian National Congress. The Muslim League, the All India Muslim League, adopted the famous Lahore Resolution in 1940, demanding the creation of a separate Muslim state. Reason: the demand for a separate Muslim state was based on the belief that Hindus and Muslims could not exist peacefully within a united India. Options: both assertion, reason, true, and correct explanation. Both assertion, reason are true, but not the correct explanation. The assertion is true, but the reason is false. The assertion is false, but the reason is true. Next question. The Cabinet Mission Plan proposed in 1946 aimed to establish a federal system with autonomous provinces in India, divide India into separate Hindu-Muslim states, transfer of power directly to Indian National Congress, maintain British colonial rule over India. 38th. Who was the leader of Muslim League during the time of partition? Muhammad Ali Jinnah, Jawaharlal Nehru, Mahatma Gandhi, Vallabhbhai Patel. 39th question. Assertion. The Indian National Congress launched the civil disobedience movement in 1930. The movement aimed to challenge the British salt tax and other oppressive colonial laws. Both are true and correct explanation. Both are true but not the correct explanation. The assertion is true but the reason is false. The reason is true but the assertion is false. The assertion is false but the reason is true. 14th question. Indian Independence Act of 1957 aimed at what is the crux of 1957 Independence Act? Declared India as a republic, divided India into two separate independent countries, India and Pakistan, granted complete independence to India, established a constitutional monarchy in India. 41st question. The first known kingdom in ancient Kerala was Chera, Pandya, Chola, Pallava, among the following. The famous port of Mercedes mentioned in ancient texts was located in the present day Kochi, Thiruvananthapuram, Kozhikode, Kannur. 43rd. Assertion. Samaran Calicut was a powerful ruler in ancient Kerala. Samaran controlled the lucrative spice trade in the region. Both are true and correct explanation. Both are true but not the correct explanation. Assertion is true but the reason is false. Assertion is false but the reason is true. 44th question. The Perimals were ruled of which dynasty in ancient Kerala? Chera, Chola, Pandya, Pallava. The answer you have to find out from the option. Next question. The famous temple at Shabarimala in Kerala is dedicated to which deity? Options: Lord Shiva, Lord Vishnu, Lord Muruga, Lord Ayyappa. Next question. Assertion. The Jews had a significant presence in ancient Kerala and traded in spices. Reason: Kerala's location on the spice trade route attracted traders from different parts of the world. Both are correct and correct explanation. Both are correct but not the correct explanation. Assertion is true but the reason is false. The assertion is false but the reason is true. 47th question. The Portuguese explorer who reached Kerala in 1498 was Christopher Columbus, Vasco da Gama, Ferdinand Magellan, Bartolomeu Dias. Next, the Dutch established their first settlement in Kerala in Cochin, Kellam, Calicut, Kannur. Next assertion. The kingdom of Travancore emerged as a significant political power in ancient Kerala. The reason: the rulers of Travancore implemented social reforms and promoted education. Both are correct and correct explanation. Both the assertion and reason are true but not correct explanation. Assertion is true but the reason is false. Assertion is false but the reason is true. 15th question. The Malabar Rebellion of 1921 was a revolt against British rule, colonial rule, zamindari system, caste discrimination, or religious oppression. Next question. The first chief minister of Kerala was Achuthamenon, Shankar, E.M.S. Mpuripadu, Pattam Thanu Pillai. 52nd question. The formation of Kerala as a state in India occurred in the year 1947, for 1956, 1960, 1972. Assertion. Punapra Vailar uprising of 1946 was a peasant revolt against oppressive land policies. The uprising was suppressed by the Travancore State Police, leading to a significant loss of life. Both are correct and correct explanation. Both assertion and reason are true but not correct explanation. Assertion is true but the reason is false. Assertion is false but the reason is true. 54th question. The famous social reformer who led the Vaikam Satyagraha for the right of lower castes. Options: Ayyankali, Kumaranashan, Srinarayana Guru, Sahodaranayar. The social reformer who led Vaikam Satyagraha for the right of lower castes. 55th question. The formation of Communist Party of India in Kerala occurred in the year. Options: 1935, 1948, 1959, 1964. Next question. Assertion. The land reforms initiated in Kerala aimed to redistribute the land to the landless and improve agricultural practices. The land reforms in India, Kerala, were supported by legislation such as the Kerala Land Reform Act. Both are correct and correct explanation. Both are correct but not the correct explanation. Assertion is true but the reason is false. Assertion is false but the reason is true. 57th question. The famous Malayalam poet who received Jnanapith Award in 1965 was Thagazhi Shivashankarapillai, Vallathur Narayana Menon, G. Shankarakurupu, Akkitan Achyutan Namburi. 58th question. The leader of Communist Party of Marxist who served as the CM of Kerala for a long period was M.S. Namboodiripad, Pinarayi Vijayan, V.S. Achyutanandan, K. Karunakaran. Assertion. The educational reforms in Kerala aimed to improve literacy rates and provide free and compulsory education. The government of Kerala implemented programs such as Kerala State Literacy Mission to promote education. Both assertion and reason are true and the correct reason. Both assertion and reason are true but not the correct explanation. Assertion is true but the reason is false. Assertion is false but the reason is true. 16th question. The emergency in India declared in 1975 resulted in the dismissal of which government in Kerala? Communist Party of India Marxist government, Indian National Congress government, Janata Party government, Bharatiya Janata Party government. 61st question. The economic reforms initiated in India in 1990s were known as Operation Blue Star, Green Revolution, New Economic Policy, Swadeshi Movement. Next. The political party that emerged as the single largest party in the year 1996 general election in India was Indian National Congress, Bharatiya Janata Party, Janata Dal, Communist Party of India, Marxist. Assertion. The Babri Masjid demolition in 1992 led to the widespread communal violence in the various parts of India. The demolition was the result of the dispute over a religious site claimed by both Hindus and Muslims. As usual, both assertion true, correct expression but not correct explanation. Assertion is true but the reason is false. Option D. The assertion is false but the reason is true. 64th question. The first woman president of India who served from 2007 to 2012 was Pratibha Patil, Sonia Gandhi, Mamata Banerjee, Sushma Swaraj. Next question. The Landmark Right to Information Act was enacted in the year 1991, 2002, 2005, 2010. The famous Chola dynasty ruled over which region of South India? Tamil Nadu, Andhra Pradesh, Karnataka, Kerala. The famous Chola dynasty. The famous rock cut temple of Mahabalipuram were built during the reign of which dynasty? Pallava, Chera, Chola, Pandya. Assertion. The Vijayanagara Empire reached its zenith under the rule of Krishnadevaraya. Krishnadevaraya was a patron of art, literature and architecture, and his reign is considered as a golden age of the empire. As usual, option A, B, C and D. 69th question. The famous temple town of Madurai was the capital of which ancient South Indian kingdom? Chola, Pandya, Chera, Pallava. 70th question. The Bahmani Sultanate was founded by option Malik Kafur, Alauddin Khilji, Muhammad bin Tughlaq, Hasan Gangur. 71st question. Teaching is considered as an art because it involves creativity and innovation. It requires mastery of specific techniques. It involves interaction and communication. All of the above are correct. Next question. Assertion. Effective teaching involves adapting instructional method to meet the need of diverse learners. The reason? Learners have different learning style and preferences. As usual, the options A, B, C, D. 73rd question. Research aptitude refers to the ability to conduct scientific investigations, analyze research findings, design research studies, or all of the above. 74th. Peer-reviewed journals are considered a reliable source of research information. Reason: peer review ensures the quality and validity of research studies. As usual, A, B, C, D assertions. 75th question. The process of critical evaluating research articles to determine their quality and relevance is called literature review, peer review, meta-analysis, content analysis. Assertion. 76th question. Ethical considerations are important in research to protect the right and welfare of participants. Reason: researchers should obtain informed consent from participants and maintain confidentiality of their data. Both assertion and explanation. Both assertion but not the explanation. The assertion is true but reason is false. The assertion is false but the reason is true. 77th question. A research design that involves collecting data from a group of participants at a single point in time is called longitudinal study, cross-sectional study, experimental study, case study. 78th question. The process of systematically organizing and analyzing data to draw meaningful conclusion is called data collection, data interpretation, data analysis, data synthesis. Assertion. The research findings should be communicated through research papers and conferences. Reason: dissemination of research findings contributed to the advancement of knowledge in the field. A, B, C, D. 18th question. A research question that aims to explore the relationship between two variables is an example of options A, descriptive research, experimental research, correlational research, qualitative research. Next, the Indian Constitution was adopted by the Constituent Assembly on 15th August 1947, 26 January 1950, 26 November 1949, 15th August 1950. Next, the Indian Constitution provides for a options unitary form of government, parliamentary form of government, federal form, presidential form of government. 83rd question. Assertion. The Indian Constitution guarantees fundamental rights to all citizens. Fundamental rights ensures the protection of individual liberties and promote equality. Both are correct and correct explanation. Option B, both are correct but not the correct explanation. Option C, the assertion is true but the reason is false. Option D, the assertion is false but the reason is true. 84th question. The Indian Constitution has how many schedules? Option 8, 9, 10, 12. As of now. Next question. 85. The President of India is elected by the people of India, the Lok Sabha, the Rajya Sabha. Option D, an electoral college consisting of elected members of both houses of the parliament and state legislative assemblies. 86th question. The social reform movement in Kerala during the late 19th and early 20th centuries is known as Brahma Samaj, Arya Samaj, Ligar movement, Kerala Renaissance. 87th question. Assertion. The leader of Kerala Renaissance advocated for the empowerment of women and fought against social evils like untouchability and child marriage. Reason. They believe in the principle of equality and social justice. Options. Both are correct explanation. Both but not the correct explanation. Assertion true but reason false. Assertion false but the reason true. 88th question. The famous social reformer who fought against untouchability and promoted the concept of temple entry was Sri Narayan Guru, Ayyangali, V.T. Bhattathiripad, Chattambi Swamigal. 89. The first female social reformer of Kerala who fought for women education and widow remarriage was Akamacharyan, Anachandi, Lalitambika Andarjanam, Arya Pullam. 19th question. The literary work Jnanapana is associated with options Sri Narayan Guru, Kumar Nashan, Vaikam Muhammad Bashir, Ullur Experimentation. Sorry, the options are incorrect. It read like Sri Narayana Guru, Kumar Nashan, Puntanam, Ullur Parameswaran. Vaikam Muhammad Bashir deleted and Puntanam added. 91st question. The Right to Information Act was enacted in which year? 2002, 2005, 2008, 2010. Actually, there was a date in it, which also should be mentioned. 92nd question. Assertion. The Prevention of Atrocities Against Women and Children Act aims to protect the rights of women and children from various forms of violence and discrimination. Reason. The Act provides for strict punishment for offenders and ensures the speedy delivery of justice. Option A, B, C, D. 93rd question. The National Food Security Act was passed in the year 2005, 2010, 2013, 2016. The Environmental Protection Act was enacted in which year? 1972, 1980, 1990, 2000. 95th. Assertion. Social welfare programs aims to provide assistance and support to vulnerable sections of society. The programs are designed to alleviate poverty, promote education, and ensure social justice. Options A, B, C, D. 96th question. Who is the current president of US? Joe Biden, Donald Trump, Barack Obama, George W. Bush. 97. The Nobel Prize for Peace 2020 was awarded to Greta Thunberg, Malala Yousafzai, World Food Programme, United Nations. Assertion. The Sustainable Development Goals were adopted by United Nations in 2015. The Sustainable Development Goals aim to address global challenges such as poverty, inequality, and climate change. Next, 99. The world's largest democracy in terms of population is India, United States, China, and Brazil. 100th question. The capital city of Australia is Sydney, Melbourne, Canberra, Brisbane. 100 ക്വസ്റ്റ്യൻസ് നമ്മൾ കവർ ചെയ്തിട്ടുണ്ട്. ഉത്തരം ഉടൻ തന്നെ അപ്ഡേറ്റ് ചെയ്യുന്നതായിരിക്കും. എല്ലാവരും ലൈക്ക് ചെയ്യുക, കമൻറ്റ് ചെയ്യുക, ഷെയർ ചെയ്യുക. താങ്ക് യു. ലൈക്ക് ചെയ്യുക. താങ്ക് യു.